Jason! Jason! Jason!
What? What could you possibly want or need to interrupt me in my line of work?
It's happening again.
What's happening again?
It's!
Oh no. It's not Mick, is it?
Nah, it's even worse. He's doing it again.
What are you blubbering about?
It's gold. He's doing it on that top 10 video. He's gonna ruin it. The first one was so good. He's gonna tarnish it, Jason. We've got to stop him.
Another top 10 list? What is he, an idiot? You're right, Ian. I'll put a stop to this list.
Who are you calling?
Carl, I'm certain that James is going to need another editor, and he's the only person who can edit Jamie's insane ramblings.
Hello?
Kyle, this is your master Jason McBloke speaking. I require you to stop working on James's top 10 McBloke show list, because he is simply going to ruin just how good the first one was. If you do not comply, I will blow up your house, make sure your bloodline dies with your younger son, and send a virus to make everyone in Virginia gay!
So what did he say?
Nothing. He said nothing at all.
Does that mean you're gonna nuke the world?
What? No, there are at least 4 more steps before we get to that part. Nah, you see, Ian, what I'm gonna do, what we're going to do, is work together to make that video impossible to release.
Does that mean I can do whatever I want with it?
Yes.
I can say anything I want to?
Yeah?
Wait, how are we gonna be able to do that?
Simple. I'm just going to hack into Carl's computer and put our mutual collaboration into the video and ruin it. It will be perfect.
Hello there, audience, and welcome back to a video I've wanted to redo for quite some time. You see, in between doing Mass Effect side quests and looking into the void, I had a realization. Is my top 10 McBloke show video really good, or is it outdated? So I did further analyzing on my previous content. Heck, I even did it on the McBloke show seasons, and I came up with the perfect top 10 McBloke show episode list. So, that said, and a little help from the Nilsson man himself, let's get into it. Iron Golem Bullies Jason, Season 5, Episode 11. In this episode, we have the McBlokes going their separate ways, with Jason going on a journey to farm, and Ian going to the Nether. The shoutout winner in this episode is Sparkle War, also known as Deku, who is good at drawing, and she posts them on the McBloke Show Discord server. Find somewheres. Find! Ian then indulges in conversation that, if I repeated, this video would get taken down and I'd be cancelled off of the platform. Jason gives good, constructive criticism and talks about how a chick has eyes for him.
I know people lunge themselves at me.
Ian enters another dimension in time and space as the two continue from this conversation, and he finds himself a distant, echoey form. Then, we get a brilliant cutscene. I do seriously wonder where this guy gets some of these ideas from. Jason gets chased in the night by a monster, and Ian gets punched by Amish. Sonny then beats the hell out of Ian's son. All of this is great. However, the best part of the episode, and what helps it get into the top 10, is when it becomes light again, and Jason wanders into a village for materials. After punching a villager, we see him get harassed by a golem, and his parrot gets, well, parroted. This angers Jason to the point of pure anger as we hear his death roar. Jason doesn't stay down and comes back with a vengeance, and also a lot of dynamite. The golem survives this, allowing Jason to kill it properly. Now, this was a brilliant episode, and honestly, personally, I always do enjoy hearing Jason's screaming, just because he's so rarely out of control that whenever he is out of control, it's beautiful.
There you go. I think I may have done it.
What's this?
I have done my first touch-ups on that stupid video.
Jason, is that your photoshopped head over several other guys' bodies?
It's not photoshopped!
That's kind of gay.
Ian burned Sonny, R.I.P. Season 3, Episode 23. Speaking of out of control, Ian's out of control in this one. The episode starts with Jason summarizing and explaining everything that has happened since the previous Satisfactory episode. Allowed the game to run on AFK to buff up his base and touch up on some stuff off camera. As Jason builds a ramp to the sky and calls and, well, Jason allows it to go to voicemail. The voicemail itself is Sunny's voice, which makes me wonder, does Jason have multiple phones? And if so, which one is the one that is allowed to have Sunny as the voicemail? Ian is screaming about Amish returning, and he gives him the slip out of his own home. He goes to safety at Jason's. He explains the 5 extremely inaccurate points of Calvin, but I won't get into that. Jason then goes on a rant about diarrhea, the humor it has on the weak-minded people. The key point of this episode happens when Ian does eventually arrive at Jason's home and starts slowly pouring gasoline on Sunny, lighting him on. At this point, Jason rarely ever stops his game. This time he turns his attention to the flames his son was entrapped in. Jason manages to stop the fire. The damage is permanent. RP, Sunny version, whatever the version this one was. Action Packed, Season 2, Episode 7. I swear! Those cutscenes! I have no idea what happened to him. How are the McBlokes corrupting this video? Huh? What? Okay. We're gonna move on. This episode revolves around Ian going to find his Valentine! Ah! No, it's just to find Nick Valentine. The two brothers talk about eating kids, which Ian calls his high school. Ian snaps Jason's neck and murders a mannequin on the way to the vault to find his Valentine. This is where the episode really picks up, as Ian goes through the entire vault, killing random mob guys in nefarious ways. Seeing Ian die along with them, multiple times, mind you, is equally hilarious, as we get to hear his death speeches, which arguably are better than Jason's. Which, oh, and if you're wondering, is Ian good at the game? The answer to that is no, he's not. He's not very good at this game.
Central, were the bullets recovered from the bodies of Vardis and Lily Hammond so DNA coded?
Yes, Judge Magruder. It could not be otherwise.
And what was the result of the computer check of the DNA coding on those bullets?
The DNA is a perfect match for Judge Joseph Dredd.
It's a lie! The evidence has been falsified! It's impossible! I never broke the law! I am the law!
We have no case.
You gotta believe me!
Jason hires new bodyguards. Season 6, Episode 1. Oh yeah, expect to see myself and the old Nilsson man a few times on this list. Talk about a wonderful twist, though. The episode starts off as normal, but then in a planned raid, Jason summons us, and we appear at once. First, myself, because of internet connections, and then second, Nilsson, because of internet connections, and also probably cats. Once Jason gets used to his full power, he commands us to protect his house, which we did diligently and with integrity and intelligence. Ignore the nerding out between Nilsson and, well, me, because at every point, we do. Also at every point, Ian tries to harass Jason. We stop him a few times, which led to two brilliant moments. The first coming after Ian did some damage to Jason's home. SpongeBob was being chased into a river where I killed him, The second came after killing Nilsson for revenge. Jason teleported to the bridge, where he killed him. However, all great things must come to an end, and it did so when Ian put lava on Jason's house, abruptly ending the episode, and also our connection on the Minecraft server.
Never start with the head. The victim gets all yucky. You can't feel the next. See?
You wanted my attention, so here I am.
I wanted to see what you do. And you didn't disappoint. You let 5 people die. And then, you let Sonny take your place. Even to a guy like me, that's yucky.
Where's my son?
Those robos want you gone so they can get back to the way they were. But I know the truth. There's no going back. You've changed things. Forever.
So why do you want to kill me?
I don't want to kill you. What would I do without you? Go back to cleaning windows for the massive bloke? No. You complete me.
You're a 7-year-old who watches Teletubbies.
Don't pretend Sonny's human. He's not. Even if you'd like him to be. To him, you're just a freak. Like me. He needs you right now. But when he doesn't, he'll cast you out. Like a leper. See, his morals, his coding, it's a bad joke. He'll drop it at the first sign of trouble. It's only as good as you allow him to be. I'll show you. When the chips are down, these robo-homo people, they'll kill each other. See, I'm not a monster. I'm just ahead of the curve.
Where's Sonny?
You have all these rules, and you think they'll save you.
He's in control.
I have one rule. Oh, then that's a rule you'll have to break to know the truth.
Which is...
The only sensible way to live in this world is without rules. And tonight you're gonna break your one rule.
I'm considering it.
Oh, there's only minutes left, so you're gonna have to play my little game if you want to save one of them.
Them?
You know, for a while there, I thought you really were married to Jane. The way you threw yourself after her. Look at you go! Does Jessica know about you and your little yummy? Where are they? Killing is making a choice. Where are they? Choose between one life or the other. Your son, the robot, or your blushing sex bot, Jane. You have nothing to threaten me with, nothing to do with all your power. Go on, I'm going to tell you where they are, both of them. And that's the point. You'll have to choose. He's at 252 2nd Street, and she's on Avenue X at Cicero.
Which one are you going after?
Sonny! Ah! She just got right again.
Okay, I don't care.
Did you hear?
No one cares.
Did you hear?
Yeah, but no one cares.
Jane, you got right again.
No one cares.
Ian loses the plot. Season 7, episode 22. Yeah. Okay, these are some really weird cutscenes. Realized you're noticing something as well. Season 7, episode 22. That's an episode that hasn't released yet. I have powers beyond your greatest imagination. Bow down. I can't really go into detail about this episode, but I will give you a couple of little small tidbits. Ian has an opening monologue, and I swear it gets better after the first sentences. I swear. Actually, no, I don't. If this is put into a court of law, do not use me. It is bad. This episode is kind of similar to Action Packed in some manner. Ian is forced to shoot a lot of people, and he sucks at the game, and he fails comically. and he has to go into a village to kill guy.
They're all dead.
That's all I can really say. I mean, it's one of the greatest episodes of all time. It is truly, by far, a phenomenal episode. And it's also amazing to see in this episode Ian stuff compared to an action-packed, because Red Dead Redemption 2 controls are better, in my opinion. So, yeah.
Nothing fancy, no heroics by the book this time.
Got it. Hey,
Ooh. Hey! Julia, what's happening, pal? We were just wondering what you're doing here.
Ben's talking to you.
You know our arrangement, Julia. You don't come to my house through the sewer line, and in exchange you get to breed with all the inorganic men that you want.
What the heck are you doing here, beef whale?
Jane. Jason. Excuse my partner. He's new and...
Kinda stupid. Ooh, you're getting big, Julia. Girl, what you been doing?
The end. Season 7, episode 23.
What the fuck do you mean she was portrayed as a worm? We didn't put that in there! What's going on with this video?
Look, yes, there's another Season 7 video here. This is another one I can't go into much detail about. Let's just put it this way. I'll tell you what, some of the things I liked about this. Jason and his constant reaction to what Wheatley and GLaDOS were saying, beating him over the head with dialogue, which Jason hates for some reason. It's good dialogue, man. Considering Jason never liked Wheatley to begin with, it's very nice to see what would end up happening to the blundering idiots. And, of course, the end song here, and I must say, Jason, you cannot carry a tune to save your life. Like GLaDOS do it next time. Though the turn opera was nice.
Just a half a mile from the Mississippi Bridge.
Help me
Toxic Tension, Season 4, Episode 1. Starting to think something nefarious is going on with those cutscenes I had planned. And by starting, I mean I've been noticing, and I don't know what to do. Well, with that said, let's get into some toxic tension! This comes months after Sonny was killed by Jason's idiot brother, and I remind us about this throughout the entire episode, but Ian completes the Wall of Julia. Much doesn't happen in this episode except Jason building a cannon to destroy Ian's home, and Ian burns Jason's home on repeat. I got the shout-out in this episode, and Jason punches Ian during the shout-out! The hilarity of these men screaming at each other is enough to make you laugh almost non-stop. But then, Jason slams Ian's head through a window. If you're wondering what the beeping noise is throughout the entire of the episode, it's Jason's blood pressure monitor. Don't ask. But yes, not really much of greatness happened in this episode, but what did happen was elevated because of what these two men were able to achieve. Also, as I said, the thought of just Jason smashing Ian's head through a window is... oh, it's beautiful.
I see a couple new faces. Anybody want to introduce themselves? Don't all speak at once.
Hi, my name's Ian. This is my first visit.
Okay. You want to tell us something about yourself?
I'm married, have 3 kids. Things are okay at the moment. My kids haven't driven over my back with a Chevrolet SUV in a while. There is one issue at home though. My bitch. The howling. She just wants to breed. Wants to bred. Wants to be bred over and over. There are other problems too.
What'd he do? Bite someone?
Yeah. She's been spraying everywhere too. She, plops in strange places. I try to rub her nose in it, but, well, that's where the biting comes into play. There's this other thing. I'm afraid to say.
It's gonna be okay.
We're not here to sit in judgment.
she smells. And, she sits on me. She's pretty large. I still love her. And she's getting better. I put a tapeworm in her months back. Worked a charm. Only she's devoured the worm and she's back into the 400s. I kinda like her heavy. Yeah, she's filing for divorce papers. But I have you guys. Right? No.
Sonny's Malfunctioning, Season 3, Episode 21. Yeah, that's right. If you watch my previous list, you'll notice this episode is no longer number 1. It's not even number 2. It goes to show how good in retrospect this series really is. A good reason as to why this episode is so legendary, though, is because it is the most different McBloke Show episode of them all. Laugh track to the cutscenes to the swearing. All of it gives this episode such a fresh feeling that just cannot truly be experienced a second time over, or explained again from my yapperin', that's that word, mouth. So go watch it. It's great.
Well, you see, after he blew up my son, I kicked him out of my house and he got mad at me. Can you believe that?
Hey, I didn't blow him up. That only happened after I poured oil on him and lit him on fire. Honestly, it's Sonic's fault for having fire burn.
See, he doesn't even feel guilt for his own mistake. Do you know how much it cost to make Sonny?
How much did it cost?
Well, okay, I can't actually tell you because that's classified.
See? Classified this, classified that. Why can't it be Ian-fied?
Hey now, cut it out. How are you two going to continue with your show if you keep going after each other's throats?
I'll never work with that guy again.
Oh, so
Stop it. If you two don't make it up now, I'll have to use the rod on you.
What is that? Some kind of sex toy? Oh, it is a sex toy. I knew it. Oh my... Ow!
Now, did I make myself clear?
Don't you ever do that to me again!
Okay, I'm sorry.
Good. Now play nice, or I'll get Amos to do it next.
Plus 10 yucky points.
Internet Down Under, Season 5, Episode 19. Quite literally, one of the most chaotic, toxic episodes on the channel. This episode has the McBlokes taking a back seat as the internet falls underneath the earth itself. Which leads to so many great moments. Ian and Jason yelling. It's story time that gets interrupted by my insane ramblings and yelling McBloke track. Jason gets banned from the Among Us sessions, and I get imposter way too many times. He also plays the harmonica and theorizes who Sonny really is. I'll tell you who he is. Sonny is really, secretly, now hear me out here, a co-worker of Ian and Jason's, and it's a conspiracy, and I will not. Sorry, I was held back. If this goes to a court recording, just let me know, let you know, my bad, I don't know who Sonny is. One thing I nearly forgot to mention, Amish, Ian's son, who's currently in prison as a recording of this video, there's a substance on camera, and leads to one of the loudest moments in this show, as he starts to, go Super Saiyan of sorts, quote-unquote, and then abuses his father! So, truly, a masterful episode.
I'll bump away. I'll bump away. In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. In the jungle, the quiet jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. Near the village, the peaceful village, the lion sleeps tonight.
Hush, my darling, don't fear, my darling, the lion sleeps tonight. Hush, my darling, don't fear, my darling, the lion sleeps
Bump away.
Ian Grief's Everything, Season 7, Episode 1. Yeah, that's right, another Season 7. This truly is the greatest McBloke Show episode of all time. The production level was the best of the series. Jason did the most for a Minecraft episode. Ian's shenanigans. Nilsson and I witnessing it all firsthand. The timing, the humor, the comedy, all of it. Brilliant. And, oh yes, Jason trying to become God in this episode. Ian, his brother, trying to kill him multiple times and failing. However, the greatest parts come in the end, which I sadly cannot describe because it would be too big of a spoiler. Well, folks, that's it. That is the McBloke Show Top 10 List Revised. I hope you enjoyed it. I know I did. And with further last words, I want to thank the McBlokes for, well, making this content, obviously. And another, obviously, thing is being genuinely good guys with hearts of, well, one of them has a heart of gold, the other one has a heart of yumminess. So, yeah, thank you so much for all the help that you have given us during this time. And with that said, I am your host, Gold Nuclear, signing out.